name is Kiera and welcome to my channel, All Things Key, where I share all the things that I love and make me, me. So this is my first video and I did not want to get on here and just talk about me because that's a little bit weird. But I wanted to give something that did share a little bit about who I am, but also be able to benefit you guys as well. Today's video is about 10 things that you should stop doing. So I want to give a disclaimer. These 10 things are things I am still striving toward. I have not mastered all these things. Like, God is still working on me. I got my issues, I got my struggles, my hang-ups, all of that. But they are things that I have learned in my 25 years of life so far. And I wanted to share them with you, and hopefully it help and encourage someone to know that they're not alone in what they're going through, that it's okay to not be perfect. And 3, to have a reminder of some of the stuff that you should just really stop doing. All right, so let's get to the video. Okay, so the first thing on my list of 10 things to stop doing is to stop being afraid to be yourself. So back to the disclaimer that I gave earlier, I am still working on this. Like, I feel as though I am not completely sharing everything about myself. Not that I have to, but I feel like sometimes I'm still afraid to be myself, and that's okay. I'm 25 years old and I'm still learning who I am. I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am a friend, and I have a lot of different things in between. So sometimes it's hard for me to just open up and just be me because I'm still figuring out who I am. And that's okay. It's okay to not have it all together. It's okay to not strive for perfection, but to just be yourself. As long as you're pleasing God and yourself, that's all that matters. And part of this about being yourself is I learned how to share how I really feel. I'm sure we all have feelings sometimes that we don't want to share with other people because we are afraid of how they may take it. But sometimes you just have to share how you feel, not in a rude way, but you just have to be open and honest with yourself and with others. And I feel like that's like the only way to be, like, yeah. So number 2 is stop thinking you know everything. So I am still striving for this. I don't think that I know everything, but I do catch myself sometimes, especially with my husband, saying things or trying to tell him this is the way that it is or whatever, and then I end up being wrong. But that's okay. Like, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay not to know everything. I'm learning how to take advice from the people who are closest to me and I know have my best interests at heart. Like, I can count on one hand how many people I actually seek wisdom and guidance from. And those people I trust and I love. So I encourage you to find those people who you trust and love and know that they love you and have your best interests at heart, and listen to them. Ask questions. Like, you don't know it all. Like, read a book, Google, research, like, figure out other different perspectives to help you form a better knowledge of what you're trying to figure out. The third thing is to stop being afraid to say no. This was a struggle for me. It's not as much of a struggle for me now. I still struggle with it, but it's not as much of a struggle. I have 3 babies and my husband, so I have to say no sometimes. Like, if I don't, then I will be miserable. And that's just being honest. Like, I really had to learn that the hard way. Like, I would struggle with anxiety, I would be stressed out, and a lot of it is because I just had too much on my plate and I should have said no to things that I said yes to. So don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to take time out for yourself. Don't be afraid to have a minute alone, especially mamas out there. It's hard out here. Like, it's really hard out here sometimes. Number 4, stop feeling guilty for doing what's best for you. This has also been a struggle for me. I would say that my 25th year of life has been the best that I've ever dealt with this topic or scenario, I guess. Some things and some people I had to figure out the hard way that weren't for me. And for a while I would hold on to things just because I felt like, well, maybe this will work, or I don't want them to feel bad, and I don't want this to look a certain way, or whatever the case may be. Just keeping it real. But I had to learn, like, don't feel guilty about knowing what you should do and not doing it for the sake of someone else, because at the end of the day it's only going to cost you your peace and your happiness. So you just gotta, like, do you, boo. Like, just do you. Number 5, Stop living in the past, but embrace the now. A lot of times we like hold on to some things and people that we feel as though since they've been there for so long, like they have to be there. And that's something that I have struggled with. And even now, because I feel like I'm just this person that just is like kumbaya, like wants everyone to get along and just like everyone be happy, jolly friends. But that's not the case. And not that separation from things and people has to be nasty. But sometimes like you outgrow and you move on, and there's different seasons of your life. There's different times where people are there when they're not, and they may come back into your life. You just never know. But you just gotta embrace the now. Like, don't worry about, you know, what happened a year ago, what happened 2 years ago, or how things were 5 years ago. Worry about today. Like, you can only do what you can today. You can't bring the past into the now, and you cannot control the future. So just live in today and enjoy today's moment. Trust me, you will be so much happier and at so much more peace. Number 6, stop saying yes to things you should say no to. So I know I kind of touched on this before about not being afraid to say no, but this is more of like the day-to-day, like things that you go through daily. Like, you know, if you want to, you feel that urge or that temptation to do something you know you're not supposed to do, like, don't do it. And it brings me back to something my mom would always tell me, and she would say, don't grieve the Holy Spirit. Not trying to be all deep, but I am a believer. I am a Christian, and I believe that the Holy Spirit is real, and the Holy Spirit will like lead and prompt me to either like say things or not say something, or do something or not do something. And I catch myself a lot of times knowing that I shouldn't do something and be like, okay, I know the Holy Spirit is telling me not to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then you get to a point where it's just like, okay, you ain't listening, so I ain't gonna help you out no more. Basically what I'm saying is, don't say yes to the things you know you should say no to. Number 7, stop thinking the way you live is the only way to live. So just because I think one way, my beliefs are one way, spiritual or even what I may feel is just common sense, it is not the same to everyone else. Sometimes that is frustrating, but God made us all differently. There's no one on this earth that is the same, not even twins. So you cannot force your beliefs on other people. You can only be who you are and let them be who they are, and let God do the rest. Yeah, don't expect for what you believe is the right way to live is what everyone else is gonna believe, because it's just not. It's real. That's just reality. It's just not gonna happen. Number 8. Stop letting people's opinions dictate your life. So another disclaimer, I'm not saying that as in don't listen to other people, because I do, like I shared before, think it's important to gain wisdom and seek wisdom from others, but just take their points. They may be valid, but don't let them control you. You have to be able to discern like what is being shared with you and if it really applies to you or if not. And that can be hard sometimes, but you just gotta figure that out. And that, I feel like that only is gained through life experiences. So yeah, don't let people's opinions dictate your life. Like and like, I don't know what else to say. Like, sometimes you just gotta be that way. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe that's for me. Continue to feel how you feel, and I'm gonna keep doing me. Number 9, stop being afraid to go against the grain. The way things have always been is not the only way to do them. Sometimes you may have been raised a certain way, and it's just like programmed in your mind to believe like this is how it has to be, but that's not true. So don't let what has always been done box you in, because it's not the way that it's always supposed to be. Like, you just, and I can't say what that is, you have to figure that out for yourself. And number 10, the final thing is, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. That's something that I still struggle with today, because I feel like this is not right or okay, but like the thought process that I have sometimes is you're either like super meek, you know, like I'm just gonna stay quiet. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let God fight my battles, and I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I know they did me wrong. I know she's lying. Like all that. But I'm just gonna be quiet. And then there's like, in 3 seconds I'm gonna pop off. Like, I feel like I am now finding the balance. Like, I've never been like this person. Like, not that I've never been this person. I've felt like this person. I've expressed this type of person to like my best friends, my husband. Like, they know that I can be that way, but I feel like God always reels me in and is just like, okay, you know, you need to get it together. But I'm learning to find that middle ground of being able to stand up for yourself in a respectful way, and to not let people walk over you. Like, don't do that, because you're gonna be hurt, you're gonna be broken, and as long as you continue to let people do that, you will stay hurt, you will stay in that broken place. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Figure out how and what way is best for you to handle situations, because even the way others handle situations isn't always what's best for you. So you have to figure out how to do that, and that comes through life experiences. It comes through trial and error. So I know I said I was going to give you guys 10 things to stop doing, but I also have one more. That last thing is to stop waiting to subscribe to my channel. This is my brand new channel, so after this video I am hoping to have at least just 5 subscribers. So if you are one of those people and you want to be notified of when I post again, just hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so you are notified the next time I post a video. And if there is something that you want to say to me about this video, or if you have a question or whatever, my email is in the description box, and here is my Instagram. It's like either right here or right here, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am so excited to be sharing more things on this channel about all the things that I love and make me me. I will be sharing things about my business, my family, my friends, and I will also be bringing special guests on to share some pretty cool things. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, if you want to be one of those 5 people by the end of this video to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and hit the thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Love you guys. See you later.